Hey guys, it's Kuro. Welcome to my new series. You guys may recognize this page. It's the Dueling Network. If you guys don't know, I'm going to be switching over to more a Yu-Gi-Oh based style channel because I don't see a lot of people producing that content. If you don't want that, if you disagree with that, message me. Say what I can upload instead because I will try to change for that. Few main reasons, I guess, that I switched to doing a Yu-Gi-Oh style based channel is because I'm young. This is what I enjoy. This is what I want to do, mostly. And other than that, I don't have much money to keep up with all the games that are coming out. So, other than that, it's up to you guys. You guys don't really seem to be liking the content that I'm putting out so far, so I'm going to switch over to more of a Yu-Gi-Oh Yu-Gi-Oh type channel, and this is going to be my first series on this first series that has to do with Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. That's going to be daily duels, or duels daily, whatever you want to call it, where I'm going to obviously bring you daily duels, and I'll be using a different deck. Hopefully, for a while, I'll use all of these once in a row. And yeah, I'm also sick right now, so let's just move on to the deck. I'm using Akisa 2.0. This is my default one. Let's go through the cards. So the first card is Botanical Lion. It's a plant-type monster. This card gains 300 attack for each plant-type monster you control. Control of this face-up card cannot switch. This is one of my favorites in this deck, Copy Plant. Once per turn, you can select one face-up plant-type monster on the field to have this card's level become equal to that selected monster's level until the end phase. So, of course, it's a tuner, so you can synchro these ones down here, but I'll get to that later. Hedge Guard. 2,100 defense for a level 3 monster. During damage calculation in either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, half the attack of one monster you control until the end phase, but that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. So I have 3 of those. Sorry I'm sniffling a lot, guys, but yep, I am sick. I just want to make this video for you guys, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Lord Poison. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon one plant-type monster from your deck or from your graveyard, except for Lord Poison. So any plant-type monster. That's not every card in this deck, but majority of them are plants. Phoenixian Cluster Amaryllis is definitely my favorite card in this deck. If not, it's this one that I'll get to. But this card cannot be special summoned except for its own effect or with Phoenixian Seed. If this card attacks, it's destroyed after damage calculation. If this card you control is sent to the graveyard, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. During the end phase, you can remove from play one plant-type monster from your graveyard to special summon this card in defense position. So you can keep on dealing that 800. So I have 2 Phoenixian Seeds right here that can summon. And this is also another tuner that has to do with plants. Your opponent cannot select a plant-type monster as an attack target. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 4 or lower plant-type monster from your hand. Witch of the Black Rose. This card cannot be special summoned when this card is normal summoned while you control no cards. Draw one card and reveal it. If the card you drew is not a monster card, send it to the graveyard and destroy this card. So I try not to normal summon that when there's no monsters on the field. Titanilla, Princess of Camellias. Contribute one face-up plant monster you control to negate the activation of a spell, trap, or affect monster's effect that targets a card on the field and destroy it. That's great. Bird of Roses. When this face-up attack position card is attacked and is destroyed as a result of battle, sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 plant-type tuner monsters from your deck in face-up defense position. This is my favorite card. Other than this, these 2 are tied at the moment. You can special summon this card from your hand by returning one face-up plant-type monster you control to the hand. That is so overpowered, and broken. If you get this on your first turn, as long as within a monster that you can normal summon, you are set. But if you do, you have to banish it when it leaves the field. Rose Tentacles is also a pretty good card. This card cannot be special summoned. At the beginning of your battle phase, this card gains 1 additional attack for this turn for each face-up plant-type monsters your opponent controls. Each time this card destroys a plant-type monster, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. Queen Angel of Roses. I was about to say Angle there. You can tribute this card in face-up attack position by tributing 1 plant-type monster. Once per turn during your standby phase, destroy 1 face-up monster on the field with the lowest attack. I'm not sure if that includes your monsters, but if I'm using that wrong, tell me, guys. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. That's Rose Warrior of Revenge. Again, that's Warrior, but it has Rose in it, so yeah. Blue Rose Dragon. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can select 1 Black Rose Dragon or plant-type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Isn't that a broken card? If you tribute a plant-type monster, you can treat this monster as 2 summons. This is an overpowered equip card here. Equip only a Black Rose Dragon or a plant-type monster. Gains 600 attack. When it attacks a defense position monster whose defense is lower than the monster's attack, inflict the difference between the battle and, yeah. If it attacks, it does piercing damage. If it attacks a monster, that monster loses 600 attack after damage calculation. An opponent's monster that battles with the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. I have 2 of those. This is the field spell here. When a monster is normal or special summoned except by the effect of Blackguard and half its attack, also use special summon 1 Rose token, all that stuff, to the controller's opponent's side of the field in attack position. If you target 1 monster in your graveyard with the attack all equal, or all the attack of the tokens, then you can special summon it. I was about to sneeze there, but I didn't. Surge of Revealing Light, that makes all your opponent's monsters face up. Your opponent can't attack for 3 turns. Yeah. Mini Guts, I've done a total of 5,400 damage just with this 1 card and 1 monster. Tribute 1 monster to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0 until the end phase. This turn, when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. If that card's not overpowered, then I don't know what is, because that card's awesome. Monster Reborn, just special summon a monster from either player's graveyard. Each time a plant-type monster is summoned, place 1 plant counter on this card. Max 5, you can send this card to the graveyard to inflict 500 points of damage for each plant counter on it. Tribute 1 level 2 or lower plant-type monster, special summon 1 plant-type monster whose level is equal to or lower than the tributed monster's level by 3, or plus 3 from your hand or deck. When the card is destroyed, when this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is removed from the field, destroy this card. That's great. So that's an infinite. I didn't realize that until now. Ivy Shackles is probably one of the most useful trap cards that goes along with this. Rose Tentacles, because it gains an attack for each plant-type monster your opponent controls. And while it's your turn, all face-up monsters your opponent controls become plant-type monsters, which is awesome. When sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you draw a card. Sakuretsu Armor. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy the monster. I have 2 of those, because if I don't get lucky with my hand and just get these level 4s, you know, that's not going to be good. So, Urgent Tuning. Activate only during the battle phase. Synchro summon 1 Synchro monster. Send the appropriate Synchro monster materials to the grave. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the total number of cards on your opponent's side of the field and into your opponent's hand. And in your opponent's hand. they all take, for each card in your opponent's hand and on the field, they take 200. Activate only by attributing one monster. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy the attacking monster, then inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Wall of Thorns is just like Mirror Force. If you don't know what that does, when a monster is attacked, then you destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls, but this is just more specific. It's for a plant type. Activate only when your monster declares attack with attribute summon the monster. Destroy all attack positions of the monster they control and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Activate only when a plant type monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, sends it to the graveyard. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. So that's sort of like this spell card. Those two basically do the same thing. And this is also a really overpowered spell card. During your main phase, you can send this card to the graveyard to inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent for each of your standby phases that have passed since this card was activated. I have 2 of those, so you can keep this on the field for however long you want. If you keep it on the field for 8 turns, then you can send it to the graveyard and kill your opponent. That's just great. Of course, I have Black Rose Dragon, or else this wouldn't be an Akisa deck. When this card is Synchro Summon, you can destroy all cards on the field. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 plant-type monster from your graveyard to change 1 defense position monster your opponent controls to face-up attack, and reduce its attack to 0. I think that's, yeah, just until the end phase. So, each player must pay 1,000 life points to normal special summon a non-plant-type monster from their hand. Splendid Rose. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 plant-type monster in your graveyard to half the attack of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase of this turn. If this card attacks during the same battle phase, you can remove from play 1 plant-type monster in your graveyard to half the attack of this card, and it can attack once again. So, yep, that's the deck that I'm using, and we're just going to jump right in. And I ended up winning. This is good. Good. Plan on it. Ooh, can't type. Wow, since I got both of these spell cards during my main phases, they both can get a token, so I can destroy them twice as fast. That's a different type of card. I didn't know there was going to be such a strong monster that can attack your opponent directly. No battle phase. I don't want to use Sakuret's armor yet. That's level 6, so I could do that. I think let's play it safe for now, because he may, this face down, might be something that I don't like. Don't worry that I clicked on that. Not really, mate. Well, I don't like that, but... Oh, wait. Can't... This isn't going too well already. Okay. What's this? Take no battle damage this turn. Why is he... I'm in defense position. I'm not going to... I'm not going to attack. Selected as an attack target. When this result attack. God dang. God dang. What am I going to do? I'm hoping that that trap card isn't something bad. What's he typing? Should have kept it up that turn, mate. This is just bad. Okay, crap. What kind of deck is that? Okay, I need to get rid of his monsters. God dang, god dang, god dang. I'm done. I'm so done for. What kind of card is that? I didn't know a card with such strong attack would be. Like, wow. That's a good setup. That's a good setup. GG, friend. Of course. Don't put just wins. Let's just mix it up. Okay, so we actually lost that one. I didn't think we were going to lose that one at first because I had those two cards, but I guess not. So thank you guys for watching. Here's my stats right here. Here's my name if you want to add me or something like that if you want to duel me. There's my name, my real name. 39 wins to 37 losses. What do you guys think of that so far? Here's where you can choose your picture and stuff like that. I already went through all this and stuff. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe if you want. I'm not going to be too big and picky on that. I'm just going to have fun making videos for you guys. So, see you later.